Alright, we're going to look at the product rule today and what it is. So let's start out here. So the product rule for finding derivatives is used when you have a function that includes multiplication of variables. So let's say you have a function f of x where the function is x squared, and then you have another function g of x, and that function is let's say 2x. Okay, so what you do for product rule is if you have a function where y equals f of x times g of x, so your function would be y equals x squared times 2x. So this is something we've seen, like if we can take the derivative of y equals x squared plus 2x using the derivative shortcut, but we don't know how to do it yet when these two are multiplied. So we're gonna learn the product rule, and a simple rule for that is if you have f of x and g of x and they're multiplied, the product rule equals f prime x times g of x plus g prime x times f of x. So this is going to be our product rule. And the way I remember is just f prime g plus g prime f. So our equation was y equals x squared times 2x, right? And the way you do this, so we're going to take the derivative equals, so f prime of x, and we're going to say that f prime x is this and g of x is this. So then f prime of x squared is just 2x, and then you keep the g of x, which is just 2x, plus g prime x. So what's the derivative of 2x? It's just 2. And then times f of x, which is x squared. So in the end we get y prime equals 4x squared plus 2x squared, which if we simplify that equals 6x squared. And we could have done this an easier way by simply taking y equals x squared 2x, multiplying those, so we would get 2x to the third, and then the simple derivative would be 6x squared, which is the same thing as here. But there are more complicated examples where you have to know how to use the product rule. So let's repeat the product rule again. Product rule equals f prime x g of x plus g prime x f of x. Okay, and let's look at an example where y equals 9x squared plus 4x times x cubed minus 5x squared. So this is a little bit more complicated, and you don't want to have to distribute everything and multiply. So what we're going to do is y prime equals, so this is going to be our f of x and this is going to be our g of x. So what's f prime of this right here? So the derivative of that would be 18x plus 4 times g of x, which is just this, x cubed minus 5x squared, plus g prime, so you take the derivative of g, 3x squared minus 10x, ooh, I'm running out of space here, times f of x, which we just take our original f of x, 9x squared plus 4x. Alright, Okay, so this is our final answer. This is how you're going to leave it, this full thing. So basically, like I said, remember that we use the product rule when two functions or just two x variables are being multiplied. And just remember it equals f prime times g plus g prime times f. And it's that easy.